Hey guys, we're looking at one merit question from algebra, one achieved from differentiation, and one merit from integration in this session. Okay, so with this question, you've been asked to find complex roots. The first thing you want to do is you want to rearrange z to the power of 3 by itself. So we can write this as z to the power of 3 equals ni. That's your first step. Second step is drawing this and putting this in a polar form. So if you have ni, it's going to look here where this is n, which means the modulus is going to be n, and the argument is going to be 90 degrees. So we can write this as z cubed equals n cis 90 degrees. Once we do that, we apply De Moivre's theorem. So z is equal to n to the power of cis 90 to the power of third. So z equals n to the power of third cis 90 divided by 3. And from here you can get your first root, which is z1 equals n to the power of third cis 30 degrees. Now if you have z to the power of 3, how many roots are you going to have? 3. And if it's 3 roots, what's the angle you need to add up? 120. So that means your second root is going to be n to the power of third cis 150 degrees, and your third root is going to be n to the power of third cis, what is it, 150? Is that right? 30, 150, and 270. Yep, that looks right. And those are your 3 answers, people.
Sir,
yep.
But I confused on the 90. Where did you get the 90 degrees from? That's what I understand.
Well, this part here.
Yeah.
Because I look at the complex number itself. The complex number is negative n, positive ni. So it's going to look like that, which means
Negative and what?
no, it's positive ny.
Yeah.
Because it's positive ny, it's going to be on the y-axis where it says n is there, and you always find the argument from there going anti-clockwise. So that's how it'll be 90 degrees. Is that all right? Questions? Moving on. So guys, in terms of merit and achieved, doing it up to here is a merit. Converting it, what else we've got? We got conversion to polar form is achieved, from what I can see. All right, should we go to the next question? I'm trying to think, where does merit come from?
Sounds like you're English.
It's French? Maybe. All right, next question. With this question, it's basically you've been given a function and you're asked to find at what rate is the temperature changing 10 minutes after the coffee was poured. Okay, so the first thing you want to work out is differentiation of dt with little t. That's what you're trying to work out. So from this function here, when we differentiate it, 18 differentiates to 0. Then we have 60e negative 0.15t multiplied by the differentiation of whatever the power is for e. In this case, it's going to be negative 0.15. So when we simplify this, we're going to get dt over dt equals negative 9 e to the power of negative 0.15t, and that's it. That's your differentiated function. Now they're asking you for what the rate is after changing 10 minutes. So put t equals to 10, and you work out what dt over dt is, which is negative 9e negative 0.15 multiplied by 10. And when you work this out, you should get roughly negative 2. So it's the temperature of the coffee is actually decreasing by negative 2 degrees, and what is it, per minute. Okay, this is an achieved question, and for this achieved question you must actually show the derivative part. So you must actually show the derivative part. Just putting the answer is not going to be enough. And you don't need to worry about units in this question. Okay, should we go to integration? All right, so with integration, you've got dy dx is this. When y equals to 4, x is this. Find the value of y when x equals to 2. So the first thing you want to do in this question is you want to cross multiply and actually integrate. So what you're going to have is y dy equals e to the power of 2x dx. So integrating both sides, my first one I'm going to get y squared over 2 equals e to the power of 2x, and that's divided by the differentiation of whatever the power is, which in this case is 2, and of course don't forget the plus c. Is that okay so far? Now, because both sides are being divided by 2, I can actually eliminate it, but I'll show you guys without it and see what happens, all right? So the first clue that I've been given in finding c is this thing here, y equals to 4 when x equals to 1.25. So I have y, so when x equals 1.25, y equals to 4. So I can write this as 4 squared over 2 equals e to the power of 2 times 1.25 divided by 2 plus c. Okay, so when I rearrange this, I'm going to get, what do I got? 16 and 2 is 8 equals e to the power of 2.5 over 2 plus c. Now I can, in this particular case, remember I told you guys I don't have to worry about c. I can do anything to c and just leave it as it is. So in this case I could actually cross multiply, or even just write it like this: 8 equals e to the power of 2.5 over c. I'll do it like this so you guys can see what happens. So what ends up happening is I have 16 equals e to the power of 2.5 plus c. And when I solve this, I get c is equal to 3.82. Okay, when I solve that, so just c, just one extra step is 16 minus e to the power of 2.5. Okay, so once I have that, I can go back to my equation. I have y squared over 2 equals e to the power of 2x over 2. Hold on. No, I know where I made my mistake. I should have put this as 2c here. And that would have been 2c and 2c. Yep. So you get c equals, because I'm combining a fraction. So what was c again? What did you get? C? Sorry, what happened? You're talking about here, right?
Yeah, I come to 2c.
Okay, when you're adding fractions, right? If you have, say, something like 3 over 4 plus c, because I want to have the denominator, this is fractions, guys, just basic fractions. So if you want to have c over 4, I can write this as multiplied by 4 over 4. So this can be now written as 3 over 4 plus 4c over 4, and then that could be combined as 3 plus 4c over 4. So when you combine fractions, you got to think about the numerator as well. Anyway, going back to this, I have plus 1.91. Okay, now I'm saying that x is equal to 2. What is y? So I've got y squared over 2 equals e to the power of 2 times 2 over 2 plus 1.191. And when I rearrange all of this, I should get y is equal to 7.64. Okay? Questions? Okay, so in terms of merit and achieved, merit is getting the final answer. Achieved is this part here where you actually integrate. Okay? Are we good, folks? Any questions? Okay, that's it for today.